Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's your girl Hikari, and today I'm going to teach you guys how I edit my pictures. You guys are always like,
your pictures come out so nice. How do you edit them? Any tips, any advice?
So if you want to become a pro at editing your pictures, watch this video. Also, I just want to say, if you're not into editing pictures, that is totally fine. And if you are, that's okay, as long as you're not catfish nobody.
I catfish every single person.
So you do that a lot?
I do that a lot, and I'm good at it.
But if you are, if that's what you want to do, then okay. But yeah, I like to edit more so on the slightly natural side. Obviously, it's not natural because I'm editing my pictures. But yeah, I just like to give it a little oomph and make it a little bit more polished. So stay tuned. Okay, so first we gotta talk about the apps that I use. I use several different apps. It's not just one app, and each app has a different need. So what I might need on one app, I might not need on another app. I use Airbrush. I use Remini, I use the Tezza app, I use Face app, and I use Facetune. Now, I know what you're probably thinking.
Gross, you use a lot of apps.
No, I do not use them all together. It depends on the photo and what type of editing I might need. For Airbrush, I usually use Airbrush when I want to get rid of acne, blemishes, if I want to like smooth out my skin, if there is something in my background that I feel like shouldn't be there, it needs to just be erased, I use that. Sometimes if there's like scars on the floor or the ceiling or even the wall of the picture, I use Fleurr or the acne feature to just kind of like zap it away. So that's pretty much what I use that for. When I use Remini, I mainly use that to sharpen my images. If I have an image that was taken probably in like low light and it's slightly blurry, but it's a fire picture, like the pose, the look, everything was good, the outfit was eating, but pretty much it's just a little blurry, that's when I use Remini. I use Remini to make it nice and crisp. And then I'm not gonna lie, sometimes there are times where the picture isn't blurry at all, but I just still feel like it could be sharpened a little. I still use Remini. But if it's a picture that's already like super sharpened, do not use Remini, because then it's gonna look super fake, super animated. You're gonna look like a cartoon, and we don't wanna look like that. Like, we wanna edit our pictures, but still look like ourselves. We don't wanna look like an obvious edit, you know? The next app I wanna talk about is called Tezza. Tezza I pretty much use when I wanna change the color of my photos. So let's say I take a picture and my skin tone is super exposed and the exposure is super bright, and I look, in person, I'm brown skin. I'm not too sure what I'm looking like in this video, but in person, I'm brown skin. I like to look brown skin in my pictures. I like that brown golden tone that I have. So sometimes when we're in too bright of a light, we can look very washed out. So what I do is I go on an app like Tezza and I choose a filter that makes my skin tone darker or make my skin tone more brown. My favorite filter from that app that I love is called Cocoa. The filter that I love on Tezza because it just makes my skin more brown. The next app that I like to use is called Face app. Now Face app, I only use this app for the face. So sometimes we do our makeup and it's bomb. Face is beat. But sometimes on camera, there's like little imperfections. And if you're a perfectionist like me, you just want it to look like nice and like flawless. So sometimes I use Face apps and pretty much just like, you know, buffer up my makeup just a little bit, like touch it up a little bit. I use the makeup impression called Hollywood Fleurr. That pretty much keeps my skin tone. There's a Hollywood 2, but I feel like Hollywood 2 changes your skin tone and makes you look lighter, and I don't really like to look lighter. I like to look like my actual color. So Hollywood Fleurr, if I want more of like a sultry type of sexy look, which would make my eyeliner darker, my lashes look a little bit more volume, I use the impression Passion. I use Passion. Passion gives more of like a sexy type of sultry type of look. I don't like to use Kiss. I don't like to use Movie. Those two impressions will make you look like an obvious filter. You do not want to look like you edit your videos. You want it to be kind of like a question mark. So I do not recommend Kiss. I do not recommend Movie. It just looks way too fake. And if that's what you like, cool. If that's your cup of tea. But for me personally, that's not my cup of tea. And if you like the way I edit, I'm telling you. Okay, and then last but not least, Facetune. I usually like to use Facetune if it's a picture for scenery. Like for example, if I'm at a park or there's a bunch of flowers in the picture and I want the color to pop, that's when I use Facetune, because they have this feature called Vibrance, and when you use that, it makes the colors pop. So if it's like a pink flower, it's gonna look even more pink. Sometimes the picture comes out, like I said, washed out, and the color is not as bold as it was in person. So that's when I use Facetune for that vibrant feature. And then sometimes, like depending on the type of clothing you wear, like if it's fur or sheepskin, you want that texture of the fabric to show. So that's another time that I use Facetune, because they have texture, which really shows the fabric. And sometimes that's kind of cool in pictures. So I like to use that feature for that. So now that that all has been said, I want to give you guys a quick tutorial. I'm about to take a picture in my camera right now, and we're gonna edit it together. Okay, so I'm gonna edit 2 pictures. I'm gonna do a selfie close-up one, so we can focus more on like the skin and the face, and then I'm gonna do another one that's more like full body, so I can really show you the ways I edit differently. So starting with this selfie picture, we are going to put this picture first into airbrush because it is zoomed in on my face and I do have a little bit of acne. So we want to just clear that out a little bit. First, we're going to start with this wig. Now, the wig overall is cute, but it's been a couple weeks old, so my lace is starting to show a little bit. And sometimes even when it's fresh, it still kind of shows because that's just pictures. So what I do is I go on firm on airbrush, I zoom in and I kind of just like go over the line just to soften up that really harsh line, which kind of makes it obvious that it's a wig. I don't really like that look, so I like to just do a little of that. And as you can see, I'm gonna show y'all like the difference. This is the before, this is the after. Major difference, like just that small little piece made a difference in the picture. All right, now I have a little acne. I'm not gonna do too much because like I said, I don't like when it looks like too fake. We're gonna go with the feature acne. Just kind of go over like the big pimples, like in my T-zone. There's a few. This one is a little big. Whenever it looks a little too, you know, you just do it over and then zoom in a little bit more. It should look nice and smooth, like that. This side, you see I have a little bit of acne over here as well. Sometimes, depending on how the acne is, instead of using the acne feature, I use the firm feature, and I kind of just go over it to just smooth it all out. Because I felt like if I use the acne one there, it would have messed up the shape of my face. It would have made like a piece of my face come out, and we don't want that. I have like a little small lines. So again, I'm going over that with firm. I have another acne down here that I missed. I'm gonna go over that pimple with the acne feature. And then over here, I don't like how my brows are kind of like showing. I'm gonna clean it up with firm because I feel like it's gonna take way too long for my liking with acne. See how quick this is with firm. It's like a little razor before. Look at that, look at the hairs sticking out. Look at that before, after, boom. Now over here, the lace, I feel like also could be toned down a little bit. We're gonna get firm again. And as I said before, just like trace over that line so it's not as harsh, because it was a little harsh before. And then sometimes even after you use firm, if you feel like it's still kind of harsh, you can go over it again with smooth this time and just kind of smooth it out. Not too much though. And boom, look at the before. Look at how harsh it was before. Look how it looks now. Yes. I might do a little smooth on the forehead, just to smooth out the little acne over there. Just a little bit. I don't like to do too much. I got a little peach fuzz. I got my little mini mustache. Let's smooth out that mustache. It's looking a little crazy. Okay, so the next thing I think I want to do is I see a few flyaways that I just want to like clean up a bit. So I'm gonna go in with firm, just like this. Just the big ones that like really stand out, like this big old piece. Yeah, let's clear this out because it's looking a little messy. And always like keep in mind of the background. Like if you see that the background is changing its color or it's not looking right because you're doing something, Make sure you always go back and clean up the background as well. See, all of this gotta go. It's looking too messy for my liking. Gotta go. And the closer you get to like the rest of the face, be careful, because you do not want to blur out your outfit or your face, because it's gonna give it away that you edited it. You see all the flyaways, and after, voila. Okay, I feel like since I've smoothed out my face a little bit, it made the picture overall just a little bit more blurry than I like. So we're gonna go into tools, and we're gonna go into enhance, and we're gonna sharpen the image. We're gonna sharpen it to about, I'm gonna say 36. I like the way that looks. We're gonna save that. And I think I wanna go to Tezza. I think I wanna warm up this picture, but let's see how it looks. Go to the filter named Coco. This is how it looks without it. I feel like it could be a little darker. We're gonna do 40, not too dark, because then it makes the entire picture dark. I think 40 is perfect. That was how it looked before. This is my complexion now. Let's save that. That's the before. This is the after. Love it. It's giving face, but it's like my pores are still there. My makeup is untouched. The wig looks flawless. It's eating, like, yes. I love this. Next, we are gonna do, I think I wanna do, so with that picture, I think I wanna make this picture more sharp. So we're gonna go to Remini, import photos. And the thing with Remini is don't feel like you have to use it. If the picture is already super sharp, super, you know, crisp, you don't need it. But some photos, depending on the lighting, it's not as sharp as it could be. So what I usually do is put it in Remini, upload the photo. You're gonna see it's on base, but it makes the picture lighter, which I don't like. So you press colors at the bottom. It takes a little bit to process. Then after you press colors, you press disabled, and that pretty much brings the color back. Now if you look, you'll see that this was the before and this was the after, so you definitely can tell that it just sharpened up the image, especially when it came to like my face. It made my back blurry and the chair blurry, so we're not going to use Remini. Scratch that. We are going to just go to Face app and touch up my makeup. See, when it comes to like editing these pictures, it's honestly a trial and error. There's never just like a one way to do it. I'm gonna do Hollywood for this time. So this was before, this is after. My contour looks like more sharp. My face looks a little brighter, but my skin tone doesn't look like a completely different shade. It just looks more vibrant. So we're gonna save that. Then we're gonna put the picture in airbrush, because I love airbrushes sharpen. I don't know, I feel like on any other app, when you use sharpen, it makes it look cartoony, and I don't like that look at all. Yeah, we're gonna do sharpen it to, I'm gonna say 25. You see the difference? It looks slightly blurry, and now it doesn't. And it didn't blur up my bag in the chair like how it did in Remini. So little stuff like that you gotta look out for. I think this is perfect. The walls look fine. Maybe just a little bit of cleaning up the walls. Oops. I'm gonna clean up the walls with acne. See this little white spot right here? Clean up the floor just a little bit. Not too much, because it is supposed to like give, I think, black marble. Alrighty, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna brighten it on my phone and keep it, but just so I could show y'all an example, let me show you guys how I would use the Vibrant on Facetune. If I wanted it to, like the couches to be brighter, I could use Vibrance and then just go over with the couch like that. In fact, I think I will use Vibrant. Let me do it more neater though. Because sometimes when you do Vibrant, you can affect what's next to it, like that bag. I don't want that bag to get more brown. I like that color that it already is. So I gotta work my way around it. So you see how it was like dull before, but now it's like more bright. And the more you pretty much like draw on it, the deeper the vibrance will be. You can also play with it with this bar. So I actually do like it with the vibrance. I'm gonna keep that. And let's see if I want to do texture. Let's see if I want to do that on the fur. Sometimes I don't like the way it comes out. Depends on the outfit, really. Yeah, I don't think I need texture on it. That is it. This is the final look. Not too much, but it's a little something. There's a difference. But on the outside looking in, you don't really know what the difference is. That's how I edit my pictures. That was the full body, and this is the selfie. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you like videos like this, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so that you never miss a video. Comment below what techniques you guys do to edit your videos. Put me onto something that I'm not put onto. Let me know what apps you guys also love. Let me know if you guys want me to do a how to pose for your pictures video, because I think I have that down pat. Poses, looks, facial expressions, props, yeah. So let me know. All right, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Bye.